It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Industry. And today we're going to be talking about JT from City Girls announcing her first solo headlining tour. All right. Now, I already know what some people out there thinking. How in the is JT doing a solo headlining tour? As a matter of fact, did the City Girls ever have a headlining tour? Did that ever happen? I don't know. Y'all, somebody got to educate me on that if they had tour of their own. I'm sure they went on and did, festivals and stuff like that, but did the City Girls ever have like a headlining tour? Do I need to go on City Girls Instagram and see what they got going on? Cause I'm a little bit confused. Do they even have a City Girls official? Yeah, they do. Let me not discredit them like that. They do have an official City Girls Instagram. Okay. So the last project they put out was called Raw, which features JT's No Bars, her first solo song. I don't know, man. QC, what the hell's going on? Been going to bat for y'all for years. Y'all have created a lot of success for people like the Migos. Y'all did a lot for Lil Baby. I mean, y'all got the City Girls on. Y'all got them to this point. Y'all assisted in the Cardi B story. But ever since y'all sold the company, are y'all still affiliated with these ladies? Like, what is going on? I'm scrolling through. I see festival lineups, and we all know that they've been at the festivals. But they haven't really done, at least it ain't been posted like that. Y'all ain't really did concerts since 2022 outside of doing festivals last year. I don't know. So as a group where all y'all hits are, y'all didn't even fully realize what that was going to be and go on tour. Now we got JT, who has 2 solo songs. She's got No Bars, which is her song, for those that don't know, and Sideways, that just dropped a couple weeks ago. And she's embarking on a solo tour. Okay? I'm just trying to understand where the disconnect comes from. Like, how is this a thing? How did this happen? How did we get here? And I'm not saying this out of hate, because JT is talented. She's the one out of the group that can actually rap. She's the one that can actually write her own lyrics. So she is going to have a longer shelf life as an artist. Unfortunately, it seems that the public has kind of taken more to Miami, because Miami chose the route of trying to become more of a media mogul online personality, and some people would even say that the people have favored her more because of her lighter skin than JT. But this just seems a little bit crazy. Now, of course, to cut JT some slack, she does need some form of income coming in, right? The City Girls are not moving. They're not doing anything. They're probably not being paid, or not being paid very handsomely off of that Raw album, because artists just don't get a large cut of the music shares. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get big syncs. And syncs, I'm talking about TV, film, advertisement, stuff like that, which they've done in the past. Act Up and stuff like that used to get synced a lot. But outside of that, or being on tour, there's not a lot of money. Especially when you're signed to a label who's going to get a cut of everything and probably get the majority cut of everything. So it says JT coming to a city near you. So starting March 23rd, JT will be jumping off her JT coming to, I guess that's what they're calling the tour. She's going to be kicking it off in Houston, Texas at the Sakai, which is a club. She's doing a club tour. Okay. So from March 23rd to April 27th, she's going to be going to about, let's see here, 1, 2. So she's going to about 14 cities, and they're all going to be clubs. Matter of fact, some of these clubs are also bar and grills. Okay. So these are not going to be big venues. I don't understand the science on this, to be perfectly honest. If I don't encourage nobody to beg, but if I was JT, this would have been a grand opportunity for you to beg Nicki Minaj, please let me open on your tour. You got Monica coming out. You just brought fucking Tiger out on stage last night. But I've been out here trying to fight battles for you and go to bat for you, and I can't even get a slot. Yeah, we need to talk. You got this lady out here calling me lapdog. It's people that literally call JT lapdog. And you can't even get a slot on the tour. But rather than that, the biggest female rap tour of the year, there's no other female rappers on it. You out here trying to put solo music out. You trying to jumpstart your solo career. And the one that you're going up for won't even let you come grace the stage. You can't even come out and stand up and bring water. This is why you got to choose your battles wisely in this industry, people. You can't fight everybody battles. You see Young Miami out here copping pleas and letting it be known that Cardi B was very good to the city girls, while JT is still holding on to the issue. All right. So March 23rd, she will be at the Sakai in Houston. For anyone that's familiar with that venue in Houston, you could go see JT. March 24th, she'll be in Dallas at the Garden, which is another club. March 29th, Jacksonville, Florida. She's going to be at Club Elevation. March 30th, she will be at Nomi in Miami, Florida. When I looked up Nomi, it looks like it's like a Nomi Village, which is kind of like an outlet with a bunch of different shops and attractions. But they also do have like a stage where you can do festival type events. March 31st, she will be in Tampa, Florida at Tally Ho, which is a bar and grill that doubles as a lounge. I see that there's been other rappers like Young Jock and Plies that have performed at Tally Ho, but those are two people who don't currently have hit songs out. You know, they're put in the washed up category, so they go there to get a bag every now and then. And we have somebody like JT who's more so supposed to be on the incline. I mean, they just came out within the last 4 years. Well, no, not 4 years. I would say 5 years. But City Girls are supposed to be the new fresh thing. They're supposed to be able to compete with the Megans, the Nickis, the Cardis. Hell, they should be at least at Bia's level. I don't know. It look like Bia might be a bigger artist than both of them. Okay. April, what is that? 5th, she'll be in Milwaukee at, what is this? Mr. Something. I can't even fucking read the shit. Hold on. The font's so weird on this little thing. Let me pull up the actual tour flyer in front of me. Mr. G, I believe that is. And if y'all know these places, y'all let me know. Okay. April 6th, she will be in Cleveland, Ohio at Medusa. An unspecified date, she will be in Detroit, Michigan at Ace Spade. April 13th, she's going to be back in Florida in Miami at the Carol City Park. Carol City Park, that sounds crazy. Signed artist that been on for 5 years performing on park grounds. April 19th, West Palm, Florida. She will be at Club Ivy, Charlotte, North Carolina. April 20th at Compound. April 21st, Baltimore, Maryland at Icons. April 26th, New York at the Harbor. April 27th, she will be in Kansas City, Missouri at Club Municipal. and that might be Mr. B's out there in Milwaukee. Okay. So again, she's doing about a 15 city tour. She's hitting the club circuit. And these are just bags, right? I don't even know why they packaged this as a tour. They're trying to make this look bigger than it is. But for anyone that's willing to go look this up, it's kind of embarrassing, you know? And then number 2, you're going on a solo tour with 2 solo songs. Like, now, when I spoke about Tyla the other day, she at least has an EP with an album on the way, right? People were making fun of Tyla like, what does she have outside of water? Well, she has an EP out. And on March 22nd, her entire 14-song album is coming out, and she was supposed to have been supporting her tour breaking into the North American market, which makes sense because that's what artists do, is they do tours to support their album. JT, on the other hand, has no album. She has City Girls material, but she's not even touring with the other half of the City Girls. So she's going to be doing 2 solo records and then half songs of the entire City Girls catalog, which isn't that big neither. You know what I'm saying? She's probably got a grand total of about 15 songs. Well, not 15, but maybe 20 something songs. She's not going to perform all of those. Well, she may have to. In a 5-year radius. Now, I'm not blaming JT for that, because she's been the one that actually wants to make music. She's the one that actually wants to rap. She actually cares about the craft. It's just that her group mate wanted to do other things, got wrapped up in Diddy's mess. You know what I'm saying? Licking crack, doing the whole 9, you know? And things just got a little bit out of hand, where now JT is out here trying to figure out how to survive. That's what this tells me, is she needs to hit these 15 cities to get a bag. Like, hey, y'all, if y'all not gonna let me put an album out, if we can't do nothing else with this City Girls thing, y'all need to put me on the road. Okay? Now, she can build from here. There is hope. Because she can go get these bags in these different clubs, build her itinerary of touring solo. Later in the year, perhaps, you know, if she puts out some more music, maybe she can attach herself to another artist tour. Unfortunately, the Nicki Minaj wave is going to be passed by then, because Nicki's going to be overseas. But perhaps there will be someone else that she can attach herself to, or she may have to get on a male rappers tour. I don't know. Right? But if she wants to elevate beyond doing bars and grills and clubs, she's going to have to tag team with somebody so that they can start hitting larger venues. Because doing the clubs at this stage in your career, you're supposed to be past that. If anything, you could do the walkthroughs, you know, hostings even. You kind of supposed to be past hostings too, to be honest. I mean, y'all been in this game at least 5 years. You know what I mean? It's 2024. You know, this doesn't look good, man. I'm gonna be honest. She's a signed artist doing stuff that independent, unsigned artists are doing. And then the label is getting the cut of that. Like, this is why artists gotta be, you know, diligent, militant, and educated, because you can find yourself in this position, right? You're doing the same shit that smaller, unsigned, washed up, or brand new artists are doing, but yet you're in a 360 deal where the label is taking a significant cut of your money, and you're doing the same shit that people that don't have any backing are doing. You know, and then when people say something, you and your counterpart, your group mate, call people broke. Oh, yeah, broke anyway. Fuck it. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it seems that you may not be too far from it. Okay, once we take all the smoke and mirrors down, we take Sean Diddy Combs away out of the equation from Young Miami. We take the City Girls brand away from JT, which is what they're doing. They're putting her on her own pedestal now, and the pedestal is not standing very high. You're doing stuff like this. I wish her all the best on her excursion on the road, vacation. She's gonna take about 30 days and do a vacation and stop at some clubs and make a few dollars along the way, which is great. It's cool. You know what I mean? You gotta keep something coming into the bank account. But it's a rough position to be in. It's tough to have this play out in front of the public because the fans are much more savvy. They see what's going on. People are deducing, adding 1+1. And it's like, what is going on? Right? And then she's doing it solo. I don't know. Oh, man. I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. Excuse me. You might want to take somebody with you. An opener or a host or I don't know. I don't know, people. It's a little sad though. Oh man, let me. That's what we have. That's what we have for JT announcing a solo tour. Let me know what y'all think of all this. You know what I'm saying? Because it just feels like we're watching a fall in real time. And I'm not one to celebrate nobody's fall, right? But I just don't see where she goes from here. Like she can build catalog. She's probably gonna need to link with some other artists, do some collaborations, not necessarily feature on their shit, but get them to feature on your shit so that you can get some traction on your music that you have. You know, this is going to be an ongoing investment. She's going to really have to put maybe, the next 18 months in to really develop herself as a solo artist. She's going to have to develop a sound that's unique from the City Girls. Because it seems that she's actively trying to break away from that brand, which is already successful. When you break away from a successful brand, it forces you to do something that's not in line with that, because why did you leave, or why is it not going? She might as well, to be honest, I'm gonna be completely frank with you guys. She might need to be the City Girls. Like, y'all know 2 Live Crew, but don't nobody else know none of them other niggas, right? We know Uncle Luke. He is 2 Live Crew. He can go around the world and still perform that shit. You know what I'm saying? They should have allowed her to keep the City Girls name and just put out music under that umbrella forever. She should be City Girls. And she could have other women on the album and just do like City Girls compilation albums. And go out and perform those records, because at least that brand has name recognition. At least that brand has certain amount of success attached to it. At least that brand has a couple few hit records attached to it. Like, oh, yo, Miami, you don't want to be a part of this no more? Go your separate way. I'm carrying this out, right? You held it down while I was in the joint. I'm going to hold it down while you go do whatever you want in your life. Because JT, number one, with a rap name like JT, it doesn't really hit when you put it on Google. It doesn't really hit when you put it on a headline by itself. I think at one point she went by City Girl JT. And her Twitter is The Girl JT, which might need to be her name, The Girl JT. Like, because at least SEO hits when you associate with that. But she's got a lot of missteps that need to be corrected. And this video was not created to necessarily bash her, because I don't have nothing against JT. But this is one of those instances where it's kind of comical, because it's like, where is the team? Where is the strategy? What is the strategy? You know what I'm saying? And then you look and it's like, yo, this is a signed artist with hit records performing in the same venues where people that have no accolades, no nothing, they're going to do an open mic at this same venue the night after. That's not how that's supposed to go. I don't even think B is doing that. It's rough, man. She's going to need a whole new team. She might need to consider getting out of that. If the City Girls are over, she might need to figure out, hey, you might want to call Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know where y'all stand today. You might want to call Megan Thee Stallion and figure out, hey, who did y'all go through to get you out of that 1501 contract? Because I don't give a fuck. I may have to do 4 of these tours this year to save up and get the fuck out of this out of this contract. Because something is not right. Something is afoot. But it ain't smelling right. Again, let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. All my insiders, I hope y'all are doing well this weekend. If not, prayers up for you. Sending vibes your way. And I hope things get better by this evening, because it's still not all that late. Hope things get better tomorrow. And that's what I got for y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow with new content. Of course, we're doing daily content, so I will see y'all tomorrow. And that's my time. We're going to take y'all out with Let's Get It One Good Time. And y'all be blessed, all right? I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.